Hey everybody, it's your boy Edwardo Jackson, CEO, founder, creator of the Cinema Draft Game and CD3D. Hold on a second, this sounds like this might be a little too crunk. Hold on. There we go. All right. So welcome to AMA Wednesdays. They're not all going to be winners now, and this one might be a light, somewhat boring update, possibly. I make no apologies, damn it. Development isn't always sexy. Sometimes we're just working a job. Gotta get it done. We're still doing internal testing. There's a lot of moving parts to this sucker. We are getting closer on CD3D decks, although you might see some minor weird changes on the live site. Just ignore those if you can. And so on, I'll give you guys a few updates. If you have any questions afterwards, I will be more than happy to field them. Token price, which everyone cares about. Well, today looks like it was a good day in crypto generally. We're still in this bear market, but looks like Binance Coin is up 5%. And since our primary trading pair is Binance Coin, that means we were up 5%. No mysteries there. Volumes, it's okay. It could be better. About 14,000 today. Looks like it was mostly from TokePi as usual. And considering, our stuff isn't out yet, the token price is fine. It is fine for now. Let's see. What else? Oh, mining. Well, so looks like more people have taken advantage of our staking rewards. We are down to a robust 1,239%. And Melrob, our sample wallet, this thing is incredible. She is now up to what's that? Almost 13,500 tokens total off of a whopping 400 tokens that she essentially started out with. This is incredible. And she's gained it all through staking. This is her third straight staking pool. And yeah, I'm very excited. Unfortunately, this staking pool ends on the 28th. And after that, we're going to take a pause. We're going to pause for the cause. And hopefully within a couple weeks, we will have a brand new staking pool set up exclusively on CD3D decks. Now, so we want to get you guys used to some of the normal transactional trading life, get some of those transactional dividends or what have you, and just kind of chill for a bit. I mean, I didn't want staking rewards to feel like, a bit of a Band-Aid or whatever, but I'm more than happy to give out tokens. That's more than fun. We want to save up some for a nice, big, juicy pool when CD3D decks hosts its own staking pool. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah, so we've got another 5 days. Another 5 days of staking rewards. So, if you haven't already, get to staking, sop up your part of 20,000 C3D tokens a day. I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, 13,500 tokens from 400. I mean, God forbid when this sucker's up to $1 or $2 later on this year. I mean, this is all going to be great for, as other people in the industry say, stacking sats. We've just been stacking sats, stacking our CD3D over here. What else? Let me show you the winner. So we did have a winner, and actually I need to add this to the original post. We did have a winner to our Twitter contest, a superhero CD3D contest, and wanted to model for you all the winner's specially made, custom designed card. Her Drafting Soon card, Evangel Sky, aka Hustle Rich. Congratulations again. Hope you're enjoying use of your Drafting Soon movie card. And yeah, that was fun. I think we'll toss it in as excuse me, as an additional prize for all the top winners in our future meme contest. We actually did come up with a couple new ideas for another contest, but we didn't get them prepared in time enough to present to you all. So we will bring those for you next week during AMA Wednesday. All right. Okay. So moving right along. I can't say we've had, outside of the the Super CD3D contest, which ended last week. Like I said, it's been a quiet week. We gave you your mining update. I don't think we've had any new. I don't think we had anything new developments in our proof of lock and burn. Everything's still quiet. These, of course, are always here for your perusal at cinemadraft.medium.com. And these two are pinned to the top. Overall description of CD3D, and then our frequently asked questions. And so, yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but that's kind of it. Oh, well, I mean, I guess you guys have probably noticed also, we've been bringing out more of these draft cards. This week looks like Peaky Blinders, Borgen. I love Borgen. Season 4's premiere was right at my alley. Although I have to admit, trying to find bootleg versions of it or whatever, however dubbed, isn't ideal. So I might just wait till Netflix comes with the complete 4th season. But it's off to a good start, Borgen Season 4. Severance, just started watching that over the weekend, and that's interesting. I'm interested to see where it's going. Basically about a workplace where your memories at work are switched off after you leave work. And so it's almost like you're two different people. The person you are at work and the person you are away from work. Kind of cool. So you don't retain any memory of what you were working on while you're outside of work. So that's kind of interesting. And so, so those are the ones past week. And then, of course, Bel Air, Inventing Anna, Kimmy. I've seen all three. All three are pretty fun to interesting. Inventing Anna has been catching some fire, but I liked it fine. It's not classic Shonda Rhimes because she's dealing with real events, and I think Shonda Rhimes is best when she has free reign to invent and lean into her true craziness. But I enjoyed it. It was fine. And actually, I think it set some sort of record for most streaming hours for Netflix in like the last month or something. So good for that. So look for more of these type of cards be coming out as more content starts coming out. We got some interesting stuff on the way, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And without any further ado, I guess I'll open up for your questions because I have no more to update you all. So the floor is yours.
Hola.
Oh, she sounds familiar. Hello, Aisha. How are you?
Hey, Edwardo. I am doing okay. How are you?
I'm fine. Have you fleeced anyone in the open peer-to-peer CD3D market this week?
I'm not into fleecing folks of their CD3D.
Well, if you're paying the market value right now, it's a fleecing, if you ask me.
I'm more into helping to rehabilitate those with weak or paper hands. I'm a reformer of weak and paper hands. So if you want to get rid of your CD3D, you can sell them to me. If you don't want to sell them to me, I'm going to encourage you to stake them.
There you go.
And
while you can, 5 days left.
Stake them while you can, earn some free CD3D, then sell them
Stake
when
them
you
if you
have
got
more. Or you know what? Just sit on them. Sit on them for a little while and
collect those dividends.
Watch the price go up and keep your mind open. Keep an open mind.
Yeah. And once again, Aisha does not work for us. She's just a visionary and enthusiast who can definitely see where we're going. And we appreciate it because, like I said, a lot of this stuff is under wraps. It's kind of hard to show your work when it's incomplete, but we are getting ever so close, especially to draft stream game. We're making progress every day. So I'm very excited about that. And hopefully not this week, unfortunately, but hopefully very soon we'll be able to invite the community in to take a peek under the hood and help us test out the game.
Yeah, I can't wait to be a tester. Hint, hint. I made a fiery post the other night about, just the expectations of people who buy, tokens, different tokens for different coins and whatnot. And
Okay.
I just want to tell you that I really appreciate what you're doing. I mean, it's an awesome project. It's a long-term project. You've been fully transparent with us. You have open communication with us, weekly AMAs, accountability, all of it. And it's not a poop coin. It's not a critter coin. It's not a theme coin, meme coin. It's a real project with a real product and utility. This is amazing. And you are accessible to us. I don't know of any other tokens that, I don't know of any. I can't think of anything where we have such direct access to the CEO of the project. I don't know. I think it's amazing. Thank you.
Your check or your crypto is in the mail. Thank you, Aisha. We should just kind of cut that 30 seconds and make that into like an ad or something. Appreciate that.
Well, I tell it like it is. I'm an Aries. I tell it like it is.
All right.
But I do have questions. I do have questions for you.
Yes.
I have questions. Okay. So, first question. Well, actually, this is the third question. I'll start with that one. When you brought up Severance, I haven't seen it yet. This is more of a comment. That sounds actually like a fantastic show to watch. It's like the ultimate in work-life balance. Like you have no choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Like work isn't going home with you because you don't even remember what you do.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love it. So this is my first question. How do you select which shows, actors, movies? How do you decide which ones to draft?
All right. So that goes a bit into strategy. And as we get closer, I mean, and honestly, it could be within, it could be a week or 2 weeks from now, whatever. I actually will start hosting some more of my Cinema Draft podcast, video pods, whatever, where we basically discuss strategy and tactics, and we basically help people get better acquainted with the game. But if I'm a player, if I'm looking at, let me see if I can bring up last week's. Give me 1 second. See if I can bring up last week's talent pool that we were testing, because that actually had some good. Some minor good strategy in it. So in general, the way the scoring goes, and it's all about the scoring. 60% of a title score is going to be weighted towards audience metrics. So that means your Google user score and your IMDb score. Those are ones that are dictated by the public, right? Versus the Rotten Tomatoes score and the Metacritic score. Those are critical scores. And so it's going to usually comes down to a little bit of research, what the kind of buzz is in the air. Some of these shows, depending on when they come out, might already have some early scores to them. So you have a little bit of a leg up as far as what you expect. And there is some jockeying and changing over the weekend. Like a typical run from our early games, it's going to be a typical Thursday till Monday run. So you might have a show that comes out, say, on like Tuesday that probably already has some scores, or a really highly anticipated show or movie that's debuting on streaming that has sent out advanced copies of something that might already have some scores. So you look for those. And sometimes you get all 4 scores and you're lucky. Usually you only get like a score here, a score there. You kind of have to use the rest with your intuition. But a lot of it kind of comes down to how you think the audience will respond, because the scores are weighted 60% towards the audience. So let me drag this over here. So this is the internal test talent pool we did for last weekend's games. We only did 10 because we didn't have to do as many because we're only testing right now. And so everything from Ali Wan's Dong Wong, which was hilarious, her stand-up special. Oh my God! I might not I might not find anything funnier this year. Straight up, she's hilarious. And then down to the fourth season of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. So, and you can see the scores over here for these things. Actually, what if I can I do this? No, never mind. Anyways, well, so you see the scores over here. Actually, I know that's not what I wanted. Okay, and you can kind of get an idea of the dichotomy between critics and audience. Like, so in this example, Ali Wong. So the critics all loved it generally. This one right here in the bold, it got a default score of 50% from Google user because Google, for whatever reason, wasn't tracking it. And then you see that the people who did weigh in, myself included, IMDb gave it a 6.7. So 89.30. I actually thought it'd be a little bit higher, but that kind of makes sense. But then you also take into account what type of show or program it is. So, for example, Don't Kill Me. It's a movie. It's foreign. It's on Netflix. Now, that in and of itself doesn't necessarily mean anything, but if you're on Netflix and you're not like a really high profile title, if you're like a foreign language title, they can get buried pretty easily. Netflix comes out with, dozens of piece of content every single week. So if you're foreign without like a really big flashy, name behind it, like if you're not Narcos Mexico, whatever, and you're foreign, you might get buried. So it didn't surprise me that this is an actual score. No Rotten Tomatoes critics liked it. Google user score was very mediocre on it. Metacritic critics hated it. And then audiences, the few who did find it, weren't very excited. So, so this doesn't necessarily surprise you. Now, very occasionally you'll find one that is foreign. Like, for example, President is a documentary, but it's also, I think, a foreign documentary. It's video on demand, which also can be like Netflix, which can be a bit hit or miss, where if it's video on demand, people may not know it's out there. And let me tell you, ever since I signed up for the Hulu, ESPN, Disney Plus bundle, I have been wearing my Hulu out. There are so many good unknown films that went straight to video that I didn't even really realize. I mean, I won't say they're like great, but I mean, a lot of like really good, solid films with stars you heard of, video on demand. So those also can kind of get varied, but this one was a bit of a surprise. It was documentary. It was this was the highest score of the week. A perfect score in this game is 130 points. This one got 117. It got 93, 100, and 93 to 7.8. The people were what was kind of bringing it down here in the end. So a lot of factors kind of come into what to add to your call sheet, but in general, you're always cognizant of pricing as well. But you want to get the most bang for your buck, the most value. Basically the most points per dollar figure spent. So if you look at, so I always thought Don Wong was going to be, was going to score pretty well. So I don't mind paying $10,000 in salary for Ali Wong, who's a headliner. So I get 40% bonus points. The optimum strategy that we see in this game, if you have 10 slots to fill, and you have to have at least one of each headliner. If you have to have at least one actor that's headliner, who's a co-star, and who's a day player. If headliners are worth 40% more bonus points, and co-stars are worth 20% more bonus points, and day players just straight points, you only want to have one day player. If you can help it, you only want to have one co-star, and the rest you want to have are headliners. If you want to get, because you're always going to get even a low performing headliner is still getting 40% bonus points on a high performing day player. So that's been the usual strategy that's been with these games. You want to get 8 headliners, 1 co-star, 1 day player. You want to keep within budget, and you want to get the most expected points for the money you're spending. So, for example, I think the highest priced one this week was Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, 16,600. Now, how did that turn out? Well, actually not bad, 104.9. So she, as we would say in the industry, met value to an extent. Someone like Severance, 114.60. That one also met value because you're paying high and you're getting a high amount of points. Now, President, I would say was a bit of an outperform because this one also, I mean, it was kind of high, but 13,000 is quite affordable. and yet you had the highest score of the weekend at 117 points. That one, exceeded value. So you're always trying to look for ones that exceed value. I think Genius right here, 110 points. This is the Kanye trilogy. This one also probably slightly exceeded value from 109.15, which to me was a bit of a surprise. I actually watched the first episode of From. It's a bit of a thriller, kind of interesting. It's on Epix, which no one really watches. And this one crushed value. Look at it, 7,500. You got 110 points out of it almost. So that's the type of things you want to start to be thinking about as you assemble your call sheet. And like I mentioned, once we are actually live and are running games over the weekend, I will start doing my weekly, 3-time weekly actually, podcast where we break down strategy and discuss some of the winning call sheets and interesting call sheets that we see in the game.
Okay.
I hope you understood. I hope you understood any of that. If you didn't, that's fine. We have a long time ahead of us to get accustomed to optimal strategies and stuff and winning plays and things of that nature.
Oh, I followed you. I'm excited to play. I do have a question about back to shows. Will there be some sort of structure or form that where players or prospective players can actually vote on the next shows that get drafted or make suggestions?
That is a fascinating concept. Let me write that down.
Even for platforms too, because I was thinking like, oh yeah, Redbox is they're really trying to do their streaming thing. They've been trying it for a few years now. I don't know how well they're doing now, but yeah.
So the parameters of new content generally have to be either a new or returning show, so we can get new data on it. If there was like a movie that debuted at the box office first but didn't really have, or if like for example, The Kingsman came on streaming like this week, right? I did not include that in this list because one, we had a nice diversity of titles already, but two, it was primarily a box office release. So we're not trying to copy that with Draft Stream. We actually have a similar draft game based on box office releases that we hope to have built out for you as a different game variant within the next 4 to 6 months. So we want to kind of keep box office and streaming centric separate. But if it is like video on demand, straight to video or DVD or whatever, or for like a Hulu exclusive or Netflix exclusive, whatever, then we definitely will look forward to featuring it. And I do like the idea of the players who kind of crowdsourcing stuff that they want to see listed in a week. Maybe it can be like most likely I'll already be on it because place I go to find a lot of these things is the Metacritic TV premiere dates. I'll kind of scour them each week for stuff, and you can see like everything that you could ever kind of think of is listed here. And so I'll kind of go through those, and basically I'll try to give like a nice diversity of different titles, whatever. When we do debut, we'll most likely have anywhere between 40 to 50 titles, because one thing we want to avoid is overlap. The fewer titles you have in the talent pool, the more overlapping strategies you can have, the more ties you'll end up having. And that's no fun for anyone. No one wants to split money or anything like that. So we're going to try to have like a bunch of different shows and movies that are going straight to streaming for you. But also, I do like the idea of crowdsourcing, a title here and there that people are interested in. So we'll look into that. I mean, I'm not sure how early we'll roll that feature out, but I do like that idea of getting your guys' input on stuff like that. We are working on things like a wish list because the great thing about this game is that I find so much stuff new that I want to watch that I actually literally go write it down somewhere else. So why leave the platform to do that? Why not just create a little wish list where you can kind of easily add a show to a list of stuff that you want to see and you've seen. And then when you're done, you kind of cross it off and, kind of keep it moving. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the wish list stuff. We're providing. We hope to have that in our initial rollout with that as well, and that you guys will be able to share your wish list and get other people excited about the stuff that you're watching.
That's pretty dope. Thank you.
That's a great idea, though. I'm gonna try to write that down somewhere. Let me actually open up my little.
Go ahead, write it down
today, but I will break open my note. My
do it
note
old
thing.
school. Grab that pencil and that notepad.
Yeah, right. Aisha had a good idea again. But no,
I'll
that's
be looking
really good
for my bonus.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take 2 cents CD3D. No, this is another wonderful thing about being an early adopter and having such a responsive, fearless group leader or CEO, because this project is evolving, and not only is it evolving, it's evolving in part to a community, community input.
Oh yeah. I mean, and let me tell you, in even up to now, I guess we're at 6 years now that I've been running the company, and 7 years since I've been workshopping some version of the Cinema Draft game and gaming platform, is that we couldn't have gotten here without community. We couldn't have gotten here without going through, lots of iterations and refinements of how the game works, the game mechanics. I mean, stuff like the headliner, co-star, day player thing, that kind of came along a couple years ago. I mean, this thing has been evolving in front of my very eyes for the last 7 years, and largely through community involvement, through the test players who've been with us, all these years, through all the data we've gathered through research and development. I mean, this is kind of how it works. And this is also why, the game may be taking, a little bit longer than we would have thought or hoped, but when it comes out, it's going to feel like a real bona fide game. You're going to have a lot of fun playing it, researching it, learning how to get better at it. And at the end of the day, you'll most likely win some money. You'll win some more CD3D. And the best part about this is that all the CD3D you're sitting on, that you're staking, what have you, as more people play, the more dividends there are, the more, the more transactional value it gets, and the more in demand that the token will be. So, it'll increase, there'll be more burn, there'll be more transactional activity, there'll be more people who will be trying to get their hands on CD3D in order to play in our CD3D paid game. So, I mean, you're right. So I definitely am very thankful to the community, the various communities we've had, even before this and this one currently, because we do get good ideas from everywhere. And, and when I hear a good idea, I write it down and hopefully am able to factor it in the future. So I appreciate it. Keep them coming. All of y'all.
I have another question.
All right.
When will CD3D hit Twitter Spaces?
Oh, what you mean? Hold AMA in Twitter Spaces, or hold
an AMA? Mm-hmm.
Do people actually use those things? I've been looking at them. I actually thought about doing a Twitter Spaces for my other brand, Blacks in Bitcoin, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm not against it. Me personally, I haven't really used Spaces. I wasn't onto the Clubhouse thing because I didn't have, an iOS. I'm very anti-Apple over here. But I get the value of it. I just don't. I mean, if we held one, would anyone show up? I don't want to hold a space by myself.
You know what? Of course I'll be there, right? But I've fallen into a number of them just accidentally. And I'm like, oh, what are they talking about? Oh, let me see if I can learn something here. So my curiosity, has kept me in some of them. So I've learned about some new things. So, by Twitter being such a huge platform, I'm not certain if I don't think you need to be a follower, because there's some folks that I don't follow that I've, they've popped up, oh, so-and-so is holding something in Twitter Spaces. And then I may accidentally click on it and now I'm in this, and I'm like, okay, what are they talking about? Oh, this sounds interesting. So, just that huge exposure. I don't know how many, people it would get exposed to, but, just another way to let people
sounds like
bring the awareness.
That sounds like a good idea for a poll. Matter of fact, Paolo, if you're listening, and it says you are, let's run a poll this week to see if we should host like a Twitter Spaces, like separate of our AMA Wednesday. AMA Wednesdays I love because we're able to record them for posterity, and people can go through. I mean, people can essentially chart our progress over time, which is fine. But I mean, I'm intrigued by Twitter Spaces. I'm not against it. I mean, let's host a poll later on, after we're done here. Maybe have it run for a day or two and just kind of see what people think as far as whether we should host a Twitter Space. We'll sticky it like to the top of our Telegram group and leave it up, and have people take part in and just see what they think. That's a good idea. Let's get a poll. We need to be more interactive in our community right now, or waiting on stuff to come out. So I mean, we'll have plenty of activity once the game's running. Trust me, people have questions. We'll be talking strategy, what have you. But let's get a Twitter poll going. All right, I like that idea. I'll write this down.
Yeah, write that down.
Theme of this week's AMA. Let me write that down.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag. Let me write that down.
Yeah, hashtag. Let me write that down. Cool. All right. So anyone else have any questions? If anyone has any questions, now's your time to shine. Just give Aisha a breather. Don't want her to dominate the AMAs. But if anyone else has any questions, please speak up. Otherwise, we'll turn it back over to Aisha if she has any more questions. For if we have a Twitter Spaces. Okay. All right. So no one else has any other questions. Any other questions out of you, Aisha?
No. I did think for a moment, I was like, it's almost like I interview you every week.
Is that your background? Are you a journalist?
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
Well, while we're doing our hashtags, we had one a couple of weeks ago, the unhate yourself. That was a good one. Maybe we should have yourself. Oh my God, here I'm talking about CD3D like it's mine too. Well, I guess it is mine too, because I am a holder of mini CD3D.
You are.
Can we have a hashtag contest?
I'm listening. Okay.
There was another coin or token that we were involved in, that we still are involved in, that's kind of, just in my hold on, Aisha, and let them chill over there, don't think about it too hard section. And remember, they would do the picture, and then you'd have to come up with hashtags for it. They had a few of those contests.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Remember, should I go ahead and say the name of it?
If you want.
It was the Cedo.
Are you talking about Cedo?
Yeah, Cedo. They did the did the elephant one, and they did a couple of them. In fact, I won one.
Have a hashtag. Okay. Yeah. Sure, that sounds like a good idea too. I've written that down as well. Hashtag, write that down.
Okay. I'm gonna be like automatic. Unhate yourself. I don't care what the photo is. I'm just gonna hashtag contest. Unhate yourself.
Have a caption contest. Like, we'll put out like a picture and be like, give us your best caption, or wrong answers only, that type of thing. Yeah, those are all good ideas.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be so fun. Okay, so now.
Yeah. You're kind of doing the job of our community managers. They might boot you out the club. You keep doing their job.
They love me, and I love them.
Yes, we all love Aisha. Everyone loves Aisha.
That's because what you see is what you get.
Yep. There you go. A very enthusiastic hodler. I love it. What else is... Well, it's been a while. Let's take a look at the holder count. Let's see what some of the top... Okay, so we're up to 2,100 addresses so far. And this just warms my heart. Only 100 million CD3D. I was looking at some more. I was looking at some more tokens over the weekend, and these 1 quadrillion token people are just trying my patience. They really are. 1 quadrillion. a trillion, 300 billion. It's just too much. Too much. What are you guys doing? All right. So let's see. Where are holders? So our top 10. This is the burn wallet, of course. This is our tokens that are locked up. This is our ICO wallet. This is our marketing wallet. 1.19 million. Oh, is this? I think this is the mining. Is that how many is it? Oh, no, not quite. 1.1 million. Which one is this? Oh, that's got to be TokePi, right? I think that's TokePi. Where'd I go?
How many are on ApeSwap?
Nope, I take that back. This one looks like ApeSwap. No, this is a wall. Well, ApeSwap's a contract. No, this one. No, this one right here is ApeSwap. This one right here. This one right here is the staking wallet. 1.19 million. Where is this one at? I want to say, is it? That one might still be exchanged. I'll have to look in. I don't know why I'm always forgetting this one. This one actually, I think we actually control. I'm trying to remember which one this is. 1.19 million. Oh, duh. This is the liquidity wallet. This is the liquidity wallet. That's right. So we're sitting on just under 1.2 million tokens that we're gonna have ready to put onto the CD3D DEX platform, and if we end up on any other exchanges, but we don't have any plans to join any other exchanges until we get our decentralized exchange up. So we'll most likely put the 1.2 million tokens to good use on our own platform ourselves. So this is our liquidity wallet. This one is ApeSwap. This one is the staking wallet. This one, 495,000. I think this one right here is Pink Sale. Which one is this one? 500,000.
It's not me yet.
I know, right? This one, is this one? This one looks familiar. I'll have to look into that one. I think we own this one as well. And then this one looks like, if that one's Pink Sale, this one might be PancakeSwap, maybe. And then 112,000, I think it's just an individual investor. Good for them.
But wait a minute. I can't. I'm looking at it.
Is that you?
That's not me. That's not my wallet address. I don't see my wallet address up there.
In the top 20? No? Okay.
It's not up there. I'm wondering if individual wallet addresses are shown in this.
They are.
Or maybe are staked ones not shown?
Oh, no. Staked ones aren't shown. Staked ones are all in this
because they're going to be in the Dodo swap one.
Exactly.
That's
right.
What it is.
So that's why I say once staking is done, you'll have a couple weeks of, living the unstaked life, get used to it. Just live off of dividends alone if you can. And then you'll see yours in, probably up here somewhere, most likely in the top 20.
Can I access this page?
Yeah, anyone can. Yeah, basically, here I will put the link.
I just click on the token, the BSC scan. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put this in chat. And yeah, so basically when you go to the token page, you click holders, and then they organize it. The top 1,000 holders from great small, and I think you can actually click on these little. Nope. It's fixed. Never mind. They just do it by rank, so that's cool.
Okay. So can I claim that number 7 spot for now just because I'm in the Dodo swap pool?
No.
I'm trying.
No. Unless you're sitting on 500,000 tokens. No. Proud to say this is our savings wallet. Who is? Oh, yeah. This is some sort of contract. So this is. I wonder which one this is. I have to look into that one. But this one is our savings wallet. It's been a while since I bought any tokens up, but we're marshaling our resources elsewhere. But shoot, BNB is cheap. I might, and our token's cheap. I might end up buying some more in a little bit. Waiting on some money in the real world, in the IRL. Waiting on this loan to come through. Once it comes through, it'll probably be some buying time. I would like to actually get this up to 100,000 before our price starts going up. Oh, speaking of, any updates on the betting game? Anything we can look out for, or is that still gestating till you have more time?
We've got more time. It's still gestating.
Okay.
I had some real life stuff to deal with, but we're freed up again. The work schedule had got crazy,
Okay.
unbelievably. So we're back free, and we're working on it. I
All
did
right.
have a
No
question
worries.
for you. I'll send it to you in a DM though.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because
so
it's a
and
real
so those,
specific question. Hmm?
okay, that's cool. And so those of you who do have goals or aims to be in the top 10, it only costs you 307,000 tokens, which right now at roughly what, 2.5 cents?
Can't you
Seventy
get
six
rid of
hundred
one of
dollars,
those?
just under $8,000, and you can be in the top 10 yourself. So what a
And
bargain!
for about 10 grand, you can get like almost 500,000 CD3D. You know, I was looking at that today, right?
Oh man, I mean, yeah. Hey, tax returns. I mean, I don't know about you. I filed my taxes. I'm hoping for. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's too much to hope for a juicy return with all the interest in shitty loans I've paid this year. But, woo! I mean, fingers crossed. I mean, if we get any kind of money back, I'm going buying. I'm going a little spending spree. I'm gonna get us up to 100,000 in our savings wallet. Just watch. Just
I'm
watch. This is
trying
too
to.
cheap. This is
Weren't you
too
supposed to
cheap.
be? Weren't you supposed to be getting rid of one of those wallets up there? Like the one you said that wasn't supposed to be staked that got staked? Is it the $40
Well,
million,
well,
the 40
I
million
can't. I
CD3
mean, I
wallet?
can't do anything about the dead wallet. I mean, that's an error in programming. There's just going to keep getting dead money. I told the guy specifically we did not want the dead wallet to get to accrue to accrue tokens. I tried turning it off. I don't think it lets me turn it off either. So it's just going to do what it does. So
Come on,
all those dead tokens.
programmer. You're
I know,
impeding
right?
my progress into the top 10.
I know, right? All the 195,000 tokens could have been dispersed to the rest of the holders, but not my call. Yeah, I mean, as far as I guess I could lock up these 18 million tokens, but there's really no reason to until we figure. Because I actually want to have a big sale too once we introduce CD3D decks for real. I mean, I don't know how many we'd actually be able to move. I like to move at least 2 to 5 million of these tokens. You know, we won't get much more of an opportunity to buy them in bulk for cheap without penalty because, as you know, there is a max 150,000 token buy per transaction. So, this would be a great chance to pick up a lot of C3D for cheap. And also, we want to run it back with our specialized sale, the auction, where you're able to kind of bid what you think the price should be worth, and let the market kind of decide. We have a floor of whatever the current price of the token is, and if everyone just bids token price, then fine. I guess that's what it is. But you might have some people who might bid it up. Or you might have some people who are like, oh, okay, well, this thing is definitely going to the moon after C3 Dex goes live, and since the draft stream game will be live, so you might see some varying amounts of the bids for the token. If it is as boring as everyone just bids the market price, then well, there's our answer. But we definitely want to run back the whole auction format that we originally introduced CB3 to the world in, because it's a really cool concept, and it definitely would be a nice way to move a nice chunk of these ICO tokens. We haven't given up on them. We're trying to sell them, get rid of them. We might actually take a chunk of them and donate them to the Star Cards pool. You never know. But all those tokens eventually have got to go. We're going to try to get rid of them throughout the course of this year.
I think that's
So
a great
there's
idea. I'll have some. Thank you.
all right. Love to
Now,
hear it.
as a CD3D enthusiast,
Okay.
as well as a happy hodler,
All right.
I'd like to throw down the gauntlet here. I'd like to issue a challenge to other happy hodlers or people who might just find themselves listening to this AMA and don't own any CD3D. I challenge you to give up one day of Starbucks, maybe 2 days of Starbucks, maybe a week of Starbucks, not even Starbucks, but something that you might do that's not the best for you. I'm a doctor, by the way. I am.
No. I know. I'm just laughing that you're giving us this advice as a doctor, not as a token holder, as a doctor. As a doctor, you have that coffee.
Actually, I'm giving it as a token holder. But yeah, so like maybe give up your, half of your weekly chocolate or something like that and take the money and buy some or more CD3D. And then you know what? Post in our Telegram group how much CD3D you bought at the end of the week. We can get back maybe, let's see, start now and then report back next week. I think that's a great idea. You'd have the weekend to give up something bad.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's make it interesting.
And
How about
invest
how
in
about we'll
CD3D.
give, or since Aisha, since you're already a notorious CD3D holder, you're excluded. But if anyone wants to take her up on this challenge and want to report back with, I guess, how much CD3D they bought, I don't know. We'll give 1,000 CD3D bonus to the person who I guess bought the most. How about that?
I think that's fantastic. But why am I excluded? It's my idea.
Because your idea. And we already know the lengths you'll go to outbuy other people. So we want some fresh blood in here. We want a person who buys the most CD3D to report back how much they bought, and then come on and say a little something on the AMA Wednesday, because we love you, Aisha, but it's always dominated by you. We want to hear some fresh voices out there. Damn it, we want to hear what prompted you, what you gave up in order to buy CD3D during the week. So there's a challenge. 1,000 CD3D to the person who comes back with what they gave up and the most CD3D that they bought with it. I'm curious. What is it that you gave up?
Screenshot of, if you, however way, to prove that you have it, do a screenshot of your wallet before you stake it.
Yeah, or honestly, they can just give us the wallet address. We can just go here and we just kind of go into BSC Scan and see the before and after. It's all on the blockchain. It's all on the blockchain.
So are you going to do a form or just a?
No. Just have them come. I mean, they have to have them show up. If you want this 1,000 CD3D, show up to next week's AMA Wednesday. They're always at 10 a.m. UTC, which is 2 a.m. in the morning for me. They're all same time, same day, every Wednesday. Show up, come here, show up, and we'll come to a portion where I'll ask about what people gave up this week and how much CD3D they bought, and and we'll have them just submit their wallet addresses, and we'll go to the blockchain. It's all on the blockchain.
You know what? And God bless you if you give up illegal substances for the week and use the money to buy CD3D. That's even better. I'll give you some CD3D for that.
Give something up. Yeah, give something up this week. It'll be your own week-long version of Lent. Just give it up and buy some CD3D. And where can you buy CD3D? Of course, you can always, there's too much supply over on ApeSwap or PancakeSwap. You can also buy on TokePi also for that centralized exchange experience, but it's out there. Or no, Aisha's not selling, so you can't buy from her. But you can buy at those two places. What's the Poo coin looking like? Probably some garbage. Poo coin is looking
price around.
Lowest price, yeah. So just under 2 cents. So go there, buy some. Not a ton of liquidity, not a lot of people moving. So it is what it is. But yeah, go get it nice and cheap over on ApeSwap or PancakeSwap. Knock yourselves out. It's not going to be this cheap forever. It's not going to be this cheap next quarter.
Yeah, for $1, you can get almost 50 CD3D right now.
There you go.
But that's only for now.
It's
just for now. It's just for now. That was a song from back in the 90s. But yeah, it's just for now. But, go ahead, stuff your wallets, fill up your booths, get excited because you are a super early adopter, because it's not going to be like this come summer. You're going to wish you had invested more no matter how much you invested. I have to hold myself back because I'm like, Aisha, you can't spend it all.
We're not going to be in development forever. I promise you. We're not.
But when it starts going up, you'll wish you did.
I'd be shocked if this time next month we don't at least have one of the two products running, if not both. So come and get it. Come and get it while it's cheap. One of the things I'm working on this week is the proposed schedule for like the guaranteed prize pools and giveaways and stuff. So I'm trying to guarantee at least 2 to 5 million CD3D this year. So come get it. Come get it while it's cheap. Come get it while it's free. Just come get it.
And just to put things into perspective, the coin is under 3 cents right now. It's probably about what is it, 0.027 or maybe 0.025 on ApeSwap. Can you imagine if it just goes to 10 cents a coin? Mind you, it was like 2 or 3 times as much during the pink sale before the coin.
Well, it's not even just like imagine. I mean, it's just like, well, actually, I think the pink sale was, I think the pink sale was 10 cents somewhere. I don't know. BNB was a lot higher back then. So who knows? Either way, it's not gonna, I mean, I'm not even concerned about the price to an extent, but when you consider how much is going to be in action every week once we start the game up, once you start guaranteeing prize pools and stuff like that, I mean, all this excess inventory on ApeSwap and PancakeSwap is going to dry up like within a week to 2 weeks. Once the word starts getting out, once people start playing, once people start winning and understanding the game, it's going to be a totally different ballgame. We're going after all those DraftKings, FanDuel type players, movie enthusiasts. We're going after them all. We're gonna, get the word out with another round of AMAs, what have you. Probably do a partnership with one of these groups. We might bring in BSC Army again. Who knows? We'll see what our marketing budget looks like. But we're gonna get the word out that we've got games running. That all you need to do is get some CD3D to play, and this thing is going to skyrocket because all that excess inventory of CD3D that people are looking to sell at these super high slippage rates are all going to be dried up, gobbled up, just like that. I mean, look at it. There's only $192 of BUSD to CD3D on ApeSwap. That's gone. That's gonna be gone. And 18,000. I mean, yeah, okay. We'll see what's happening over there. I mean, we're gonna see a paradigm shift from too many sellers to too many buyers. Once that happens, that's when that price goes sky high, and that's when you're going to be thanking me for restricting the amount of liquidity to just 500,000 tokens a month, because then you're going to be getting into a real buyer's market or seller's market, and it's going to be real expensive to get you some CD3D relatively. So yeah, I would be surprised in 6 months' time this thing's $1 or $2. And when you think of the fact that we're giving away the equivalent of $20,000 to $40,000 a day worth now, 6 months from now, it's going to be wild. So come get this cheap free CD3D. Come give up something for a week. Gun for the $1,000 free. Sorry, I'm already thinking in terms of summer. Come for the 1,000 CD3D giveaway for the person who bought the most during the week. Come get this free money, y'all, because like I mean, 6 months, this is a long-term hold, long-term dividends. I mean, it's going to have so much utility, and we're in a bear market. People are looking for utility. People are looking for use cases. People are looking for the stability of utility. So come on out for it, y'all.
I can already tell you what I'm giving up. I'm giving up chocolate. Well, I'm not buying any new chocolate. I'm not buying any new kombucha. And I'm not buying any new muffins. So that's coming out of it. So I can just go ahead and buy CD3D with that little part of actually my junk food budget.
All right. There it is. Junk food budget down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But what I'm not giving up is rice cakes, because I got to have my rice cakes.
They're
not
crunchy.
Junk food.
That's barely food.
That's here or there. You sound like the bestest. She calls it like edible styrofoam.
Yes, yeah. But if you like it, I love it. More power to you. Someone's got to eat them, right?
That's right. I'm reducing the world's supply of rice cakes one bite at a time.
There you go. So 1,000 CD3D to the person who's given up something this week and buys the most. Just come back here, same bat time, same bat channel for AMA Wednesday next week, and we'll see who gets the 1,000 CD3D.
And so this is a Wednesday to Wednesday. Will someone be making an announcement, like a little cute little post-it thing on Telegram?
Well, fine, sure. I don't know if we'll do like graphics or whatever, but I'll get a GIF and do an announcement or something like that. But this incentivizes people to actually show up for these things. I mean, yes, I do it to inform the community and investors and give you guys, status updates and progress and just kind of talk off the top of my dome like I'm doing now. And I enjoy it. I enjoy being transparent with the process because I'm all in. We're not going anywhere. We have nothing to hide. But also, we want people to show up for these things, participate, be part of the community. I mean, it won't always be this cozy is what I'm saying. I mean, 6 months from now when a lot of people are playing the game and have substantial sums of fiat correlated money to this, when CD3D's really gone up and everyone's just kind of, enjoying the game, the process, what have you. I mean, it's probably not going to be just me and you going back and forth answering questions. We'll probably have a lot more people, a lot more press concerns, or maybe want to talk about something with the game or what have, like, who knows what it's going to look like 6 months from now. So, I'm just trying to incentivize people to show up for these things and show interest and participate because we want to hear from all the community. I mean, it's great that we have lurkers here who show up, week to week, and that's good too. But we want people to participate. So I'm not going to say we're going to overly push this thing. This is going to be kind of like if you know type of thing.
Can I push it?
Not just yes, it's your idea. Go for it.
Because you know how I like to do on Twitter. I'd get to tweeting, and then there's some little strange and interesting Telegram groups that I found myself getting added to, and I can go ahead and slide it in there, here and there.
Oh, I mean, if they're going to spam add you, then yeah, spam right back. Go for it.
That is what we call it. Okay.
No, I get spam added at least 3 times a week, and I have to and I just leave. I have too many Telegram groups I'm already a part of, anyways. But yeah, go for it. Totally, if they're going to spam you, spam them right back. You never know. All right, good stuff. Anyone else have any questions? CD3? What's that?
Maybe I should start an official CD3D fan club.
What? This community's not enough for you?
I want to be the president. Okay.
Well, we are looking to branch into other languages. Speaking of other language, I mean, we can maybe have you hold that down. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not up for that. That's, putting more on my plate than I already got. I have fun. I do have fun in the community.
And we appreciate you. We definitely do. And like I said, today was #write that down because you gave us 4 great ideas, one of which we're acting on right now. So yeah, so all y'all who are out there, give something up. Tell us what you gave up and buy you some CD3D in the interim and see if you qualify see if you're the winner of 1,000 CD3D bonus.
Yeah, and lovely people, participate. This is your token. This is your investment. You can participate. Let your voice be heard. Don't come on here hating because I will come back at you and remind you to unhate yourself. #unhate yourself before you call in.
Once again, not an employee. Does not work for us. So great. So great. All right, well, this has been a full solid hour and what was supposed to be a light update. So if anyone else has any other questions, step right up. Otherwise, we are going to wind this down. Last call for alcohol.
You can give that up too. Buy some CD3 with it.
There you go. I mean, a bottle will buy you a lot of CD3D at these prices right now.
Hundreds. 1,000? 500?
Hundreds. Yeah, hundreds to maybe 1,000. I mean, $25 bottle, something like that.
There you go, folks.
All right. Well, thank you once again, Aisha and company, for showing out for AMA Wednesdays. I am still Edwardo Jackson. Thanks for your support and your interest. We'll be posting this video shortly after we're done. And this week's impromptu challenge. We weren't going to do a contest this week, but thanks to Aisha, we are challenging you to give something up this week and buy CD3D instead. And we will give 1,000 CD3D to the person who has bought the most and given up something this week. So come on back here, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. UTC next Wednesday for AMA Wednesdays. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Holla at your boy.